fish because I'm fishing a big BFL, like FLW tournament here in a couple days. What do we got?
Line puller.
Is it a gill? Oh, buddy. That's what we're doing today. We're throwing it back big time. What's the limit here on size?
None.
There's no size limit?
There's no number limit either.
There's no number limit either? Seriously?
No. Yeah.
Well, we're bluegill fishing. We're catching some for dinner. We might also, if we get some small ones, you want to throw them in the live well? If we get some small enough ones, we're going to try to catch some bass with them. But yeah, today it's pretty windy. Bass fishing is kind of crummy here right now. So we're throwing it back big time, doing a little bluegill fishing because I haven't eaten bluegill in a while. And who doesn't love eating bluegill? So Josh, how many are you thinking about keeping? Like 30? What's enough for dinner for one person?
I don't know. Are you going to help me clean them?
I'd love to help you clean them. It's actually super windy out here, and this camera on the tripod, I can't even fish because I'm looking back every 5 seconds. So I'm going to go to the GoPro. Huh? Is that a perfect bluegill?
That's perfect bluegill.
Okay, throw her in there. There's bass food right there. Oh, Jesus. What was that noise?
How did you manage to do that?
I have absolutely no idea. Dude, I literally picked up the rod. What the hell? Did you hear me say, what was that noise?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good gill. Wow, I feel terrible. Is this an expensive rod? That's a big bluegill.
No, but it's not my rod. It's my brother's.
Oh, God. Oh, it's a... Okay,
No,
this
it's
is...
like a $40 rod.
Wow. Okay. Well, dude, I'm really, really looking forward to watching the footage and seeing how the hell that happened. Hey guys, we're actually gonna do the broken rod fishing challenge next. Here we go. Here we go. Rock bass. Does that count? Do those taste good?
People say they do.
Didn't have it. Oh my. You are on them. That's a big gill. Oh, it's a pumpkin seed.
Oh, that is.
I need to get a rod that works. This action is hot and heavy. This is how we're rigging it. This is the bluegill hook he did have on there, but I'm gonna try this one out. Just a split shot. How heavy is a split shot? Oh, it's insane action. Split shot a foot above the hook, bobber. Ooh. Bull gills all day. We're on East Harbor in Lake Erie, by the way. It's like the most pressured freaking largemouth fishery ever now. Oh. Oh, these are fighting pretty hard. On the big hook. 1 for 1. How big of bluegills would you say? Like 8-9 inches?
No, 7-8.
7 to 8 inch bluegills. And that's a good eater size to you? Perfect eating size, because they're not like the big trophy ones that you would typically want to release. Gotcha. And they're not the 3-4 inchers that we're gonna feed to large marge. You just had a receipt fall out. Don't you guys love when there's a 0% chance of rain and then that comes out of nowhere? What'd you say the chance was now?
I think it still says 0.
Oh, it still says 0, but it shows rain on the radar coming at us. I love you, Weather Channel. That's the only profession where you can be wrong and it's okay.
I'm gonna go up there again.
Cool. Where? Ooh. Oh yeah. Dude, these things fight really hard for their size. These are pumpkin seeds, right?
Yeah.
These things are just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Is this eating size?
Yeah.
Well, it's eating size now that he's brain dead. We're not keeping too many. We're just keeping enough for a good meal, one good dinner. These bluegill are in 2 categories, basically. I guess 3. Eater, tiny, and use for bait, or throw them back. What's the use for bait size? 2 to 4 inches?
Yeah.
Throwback is like 4 to 7, then keep is like a generous 7 to 9. I haven't bluegill fished since I was a kid. That's true, I did bluegill fish when I ice fished. I don't know why people don't like no one I know bluegill fishes except for you.
It's so fun.
Like, I don't know why it's just not once people become quote unquote like more skilled. I know a lot of old timers like bluegill fishing, but I don't know why. Like, I don't know anyone from ages like 15 to 25 that goes out and bluegill fishes unless it's ice fishing. Oh wow, bait! I got bait. He didn't even set the thing. That's perfect bait. Oh, and he swallowed it. Poor guy. I didn't even feel him take the bobber down. We are about to move spots real quick, but before we do that, I just want to get a quick head count on the gillies. Oh yeah, there's about, we got 9 in there. All right, we got 11 keepers, 3 bait bluegills. So we're gonna hit one more spot and then go bass fish and also try to catch bass on the bluegills. But it's getting super windy. Apparently the storm is popped up. There was a big storm, but it's gotten a lot bigger, and a big cell has popped up out of nowhere and it's about to hit us. So I have to hide all my electronics. We gotta bounce. Thank you, boat slip. The rain just kind of passed, but more is gonna come in maybe 15 minutes. You just want to bass fish back here until we have to go hide again.
Sure.
And then we're gonna fish with the freaking bluegills for the bass, because that's all I want to do right now. But this storm is making that very difficult. One largie and under the bridge. He's a little guy. There's a bunch of current running through here. Look at his mouth. You ever seen bass like that have that pointed mouth?
What's that from?
It's from fighting and looking in the current. See ya, bud. For numbers, it's like pretty good. They're under the bridge. See, now that's like a big one for this harbor, isn't it? We were just talking about how much pressure this harbor receives now, and how every bass you catch, they got holes all over their mouths. Oh, you miss one? Swing and a miss, but that's a good fish here. All right, I'm actually gonna try the whole bluegill and the bobber thing, because there's a lot of current ebbing and flowing through there. So with the bluegill rig, we got a circle hook so the fish hopefully don't swallow it, a bunch of really small split shots because we don't have any large split shots. And we're just gonna put the bobber on, send her down. We're just gonna hold her wide. Hey, can you get me a bait bluegill, please? How do you hook them? You're the one that's fished with live bluegill before.
Through the back.
Hook them through the back.
No, don't cast it really hard.
There we go. Don't. Oh my God, one's got it. One's got it, dude. One's got it.
No.
I swear I saw the bass. Oh! Ah!
That was a bass.
I'm like, why is the bluegill on the surface? And I saw the big shape behind it. So this works. Wow, that sucks. So how long do you think I have to let him eat it for? How many? You've caught a lot of fish on live bluegill, haven't you?
Pike, I let him take it like almost a minute.
Pike? Yeah, but this was a bass.
Yeah, I know.
So basically, I don't know. I'm gonna have to experiment.
This is perfect size.
That's perfect size? Here. You do a bluegill master. However you did it last time I got bit. Where do you do it? Right in front of the dorsal?
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, I wasn't recording. I was in freaking looping. Okay. I can't. Looping bites me in the ass again. I literally just put that freaking bluegill out there. If you guys don't know what looping is, it's a mode on your GoPro where it'll record the last 5 seconds and keep overwriting it. And it helps you from going through hours of footage. See, look, I didn't just put this guy in the freaking hook. He's fighting. Oh, I hate that. God, this is an East Harbor bass, though. Look at how just mutilated it is. It's, wow. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to try to catch another under the bridge, but how many more little bluegills do we have? Yeah, that was perfect size.
We have like a medium size one.
That bluegill got hit within the first 10 seconds of it being in the water. My bobber just went whoop. This current is ebb and flowing through the bridge. It's like going fast and then it's stopping, then it's switching sides. So these bass are biting when the current stops. And it absolutely kills me that I didn't get that eat on camera. I mean, all it was is the fish taking the bobber down, but I've made YouTube videos long enough to where if I don't get the hit on camera, people are gonna say I faked it, even though the fish took down the bobber a minute earlier. All right, now we got a fresh blue. Is this our last one? Yeah. We gotta make this count. All right, buddy, you gotta save the day. Fishing with live bluegill. This is the very, oh, did you miss one? This is the very first time I've ever fished with live bluegill, so I wasn't exactly sure that it would work. My buddy Josh said he does it all the time, especially in Canada, and that it very much works. Oh, now the current's going again.
I guess I'm used to fishing for pike, but they have to like chew it.
Oh my God, something just destroyed this thing. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, something hit it again.
Got it.
So let him take it.
Set it.
There we go, I got an eat. It's a pretty good one. Yes, thank God. Now people won't think I'm faking it. I'm not too concerned about oh no. I'm not too concerned about what other people think, but when I'm doing a video like this, I want to be able to get it on camera. Sweet, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Yes, they didn't swallow the hook either, that's good.
Circle hook working perfectly.
Circle hook working perfect. Come here, buddy. You wanted bluegill for dinner, didn't you? This one doesn't have a destroyed mouth. I guess it kind of does. There's a gap right there. Thank you, buddy. You ate the live bluegill. That's what you got to do for tournaments, Josh. Just string some live bluegill under here. How long have we been casting jigs and swim baits under that dock, too, without catching anything? A very long time. Second you throw bluegill under there, they're smoking it. Wow, that's shocking. I had no idea. Yo, let's go bass fish. Sun's getting out. They're under the lily pads. We accomplished what I thought was going to be almost impossible. The interesting thing about this is we never would have came to this spot. Josh, did you even know this was here? No. This bridge was here. We ran to the only covered docks in the entire marina to get out of that rainstorm. And after idling out, we saw this bridge, so we figured we might as well at least go over here. There's a lot of current. We were gonna fish for bass with the bluegill and the lily pads, but there's so much stuff you have to worry about there. There's a bunch of weeds, and lily pads, obviously, they can get wrapped around with this fluorocarbon. But also, you have to think about the fact that it's a big lily pad field and they're not condensed. With this bridge, all those bass are right there. So thank you, Rainstorm. You were a blessing in disguise, because I got to catch my bass and the live bluegill. Well, guys, I'm squinting hard right now. I'm really squinty looking into the sun. It's a little better. I did it. It was my first time fishing with live bluegill, and I was successful. That was like a lofty goal I had for today. I wanted just to throw a few small ones in the live well while we were fishing for bluegill to eat them, to maybe catch a bass on them, and that was just boom, boom, boom. 3 hits on 3 bluegill really quickly. So we ran out of little bluegill. I don't really want to kill a bunch of little bluegill just to go fish for more bass. So we're gonna go in the back of this harbor and fish in the lily pads, try to get some sunset frogging, some sunset punching, right? On the structure bug. See, look at that. That's Storm over there. Thank you, Storm, for helping me catch that bluegill. We're gonna blast off now and go hopefully catch some frog and bass. We are back in the lily pads now. We might be having to piece out of here pretty soon because A, this is only the tiny stretch that's not out of the wind. There's like 2-3 foot rollers pretty much everywhere. You can't really frog in that. And the other thing, the lily pads aren't up, and it's hard to punch in the lily pads when they're not thick, like big groupings. So alrighty, boys, we're sending it in. We're both starving, and this is not good frogging conditions. So we don't want to just poke away and beat our heads into a wall for an hour while we're starving, while we just try to catch 1 or 2 frogfish. So we are gonna head back to Josh's house, cook up these bluegills. I'm gonna show you how we clean them, how we cook them. That'll be real quick, but we'll see you guys over there when we're cooking up the delicious gillies. It is now the next morning, if you couldn't tell from my raging bedhead. We actually went to go have dinner with his family last night. We got in kind of late, so we didn't cook up the bluegill, but now these bluegill are gonna make for a delicious brunch, aren't they, Josh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he dips the fillets in egg, then throws, you're a simple man. You just go McCormick Cajun. You don't have like a secret mix. I know people home make their mixes, but you don't do that.
I sometimes do it.
First batch is done, and as with the crawfish, you got to hit it with extensive amounts of lemon. Now that the bluegill is completely drenched in lemon, very solid. This right here is why I miss ice fishing. All the amazing pan fishing stuff. Oh, that's a scale. So we just finished all the bluegill. That was delicious. So absolutely worth it. Wish I could start every morning with some fresh, delicious bluegill.